Hey everybody, my name is Dave Q. I'm an artist in Philadelphia and a longtime attendee, first-time speaker, and I'm using my opportunity to complain about something that everybody here says all the time. It started with my project, My Best Friend Facebook Forever. For 1 month, I did everything Facebook told me to do. If Facebook suggested I might know somebody, I friended them. 30 people a day, and if you friended me, I friended you back. If Facebook invited me to an event, I went to it. I met the host, and I made a new Facebook friend. I didn't pick any of the events. My researcher, James Weisinger, would log into my account every morning and tell me where to go to every day. All of this because I was curious to know, is Facebook my friend, right? Does Facebook and its network of algorithms have my best interest in mind, the way a good friend would? I knew nobody at this party, by the way. If I did everything it said, would I actually be happier? Would I live a better life? So in 1 month, I went to 84 events, I liked 119 new things, and I made 756 new friends. And what I found was that Philly is a giant fucking place. I found myself at anarchist poetry readings, drag king contests, comic jams, burlesque shows. I met Liberty Rose there. I drove somebody to Sonic because they asked me to. I went to a DJ night every night of the week. Has anybody been to a DJ night on a Tuesday? It's just you and the DJ listening to yacht rock together. So my pet peeve. You may have heard about this project. I'm probably your Facebook friend. And you may be thinking, I remember that project. I know that guy. What a small world. And that's my pet peeve. People saying, what a small world. It's not a big peeve, but I attended 84 events in 1 month, and I rarely ran into the same person twice. Once I let go of my life planning, my world expanded, right? I discovered so many new parts of the city that I thought I knew so well. Another project. I brought 5 planes over Philly to SkyType 3 messages. This was a project with Asian Arts Initiative for the Chinatown North neighborhood. And a little bit of research I discovered a whole slew of names for this neighborhood. There's Chinatown North, Callowhill, the Loft District, the Eraserhood, the Tenderloin, and Trestletown. And they all represent groups of people who want to stay in the neighborhood. The sky was the one thing everyone shared, so the project had to be in the sky. So this opportunity became this, to write 20 characters with clouds at 10,000 feet above Philly, but you have to work with someone you don't typically work with, not only to introduce these groups to each other, but also for the team of rivals idea. That your idea will always be better if it's made with other people who have the same goal but different backgrounds, different experiences. We wrote these 3 messages on September 14th, 2014. Hive 76 wrote one. Friends of the Rail Park wrote one. But I want to share this one. One by Fax and Roman Catholic at 2 schools in that neighborhood. It wrote, Scientia, knowledge, knowledge, justice, it takes a village. One more. This summer I'll be traveling to 5 national parks with my wife Alyssa. Where's Alyssa? Hey! To collect campfire stories. Our book will be published by our local heroes, the Head in the Hand Press. In each park, we camp, we hike, we speak to park rangers, to locals, to find place-based stories. Stories that show that these protected places are wild and contemporary, that this is a giant country that is already great and that offers so many different ways to experience life. We want to find and tell those stories that bring us together like around a campfire, stories that reignite our imagination about the wilderness. Our Kickstarter is actually 100% funded, which is ridiculous, but we have 18 hours left, so check it out. So back to my pet peeve. The problem is not saying it's a small world. The problem is that if you say it enough, you start to believe it's true. And if you believe it's true, you start to shut down what's possible in your world. Let me know if you ever heard this before. Our company really wants to have more diversity, but we're not going to lower our standards to find it. Do you have any suggestions? Maybe I only get that last question. Maybe you don't get that last question. But the thing about that is that's said with the best of intentions, but it's said by somebody who doesn't leave their comfort zone often. Because if you seek diversity, you have to go find it in places you don't look now. And if you believe it's a small world, you also believe that you won't find anything when you look. So I started with a complaint, and I want to end with a challenge. Don't stop saying it's a small world. It's cool when that happens. Like, whoa, we know the same guy, that's crazy. It is literally crazy that that happens. But don't live in a small world. Live in a giant city. Live in a country that is big. I challenge you to go somewhere that you haven't gone before, to nurture your curiosity, because we'll all be better for it. Thank you.